We're very pleased with our third quarter results. Our revenue overall up 27%. And as you say, strong pricing, 18% up versus prior year. But we're particularly pleased to also see volume growth of 9% year on year for the quarter.
What are you seeing in terms of higher input costs? Clearly, it's been an issue for you in the chemical sector, energy a major input, and other major raw materials. Do you think that the cost pressure that we've seen has peaked, or is there further pain to come?
Yeah, if you look at our input cost year on year, we did see raw material increase of 24% in the quarter, logistics cost increase of 6%, and energy cost 60% increase quarter on quarter versus prior year. Now, to your question, yes, we do believe that peak inflation on the material side is behind us. We saw a sequential decrease in raw material cost from the second to the third quarter of -3%. Even energy cost, although up 60% for the quarter, we saw, particularly in Europe, the peak in energy in August, where we had a pricing of 350 euros per megawatt hour. In August, it's now down to 100 megawatt hours. On a broader base, we still see some inflation to come on wages and goods and services. But yes, for the materials, peak inflation, we feel, is behind us.
Right, it's a jigsaw puzzle for central bankers today, trying to piece together the various different factors that they're still seeing on inflation and some of the headwinds still on growth. As you look at your business, I noticed in your results today you've mentioned that you still see demand declining in some segments, notably in Europe. What type of environment do you think we are witnessing here? Do you think we are in recession when it comes to some of the European economies?
Yeah, we think Europe already is in a recession. If you look at the third quarter, all of our businesses had either flat or negative volume growth in Europe. Yes, our revenues were up in Europe, but that was only due to pricing. If you look at the other regions, we see US still being strong in revenue, also in volumes, but there is a level of destocking in the US right now, which signals a further slowdown ahead of us. Asia holding up, although volumes not as strong as what we're seeing in the US right now.
Can I ask you then about one of your strategic decisions, because you've also announced today the divestment of your North American land oil business as you focus towards purely true specialty chemicals to improve that sustainability profile. Just give us a sense as to some of the decisions in the backdrop around this key move for the business.
Yeah, we divested our North America land oil business, an impairment of 245 million. This actually did relate to two acquisitions that we made back in 2016. We've come to the conclusion last year when we actually announced our new strategy for Clariant 2025 that this business, particularly the North America land oil business, is not a strategic fit for the company, and it's actually also been dilutive to our margins.